Before we start the review, I do want to say I did receive a free copy from IO Interactive via Keymailer. Thank you, Keymailer and IO Interactive, for this copy of Hitman 3. Without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, I do want to specify that I am covering only the Freelancer update. I am not covering Hitman 3, though I may talk about some segments from Hitman 3. Thing is, with Freelancer mode, it's more streamlined. It's a roguelike. So whatever you do, that's what you got to do. So if your mission is kill this guy that's past 50 guards up in a tower, well, slowly make your way up there and then take them out. And the easiest way to take out targets, 2 bullets to the dome and they're dead, and get out. Change disguise, run down the stairs. It is what it is. Now, I'm basically going to say, if you haven't played Hitman 3, or specifically if you haven't beaten Hitman 3, you most likely should avoid the Freelancer game mode, because it is copying assets of the story. So if you don't know the story, you haven't played around in the sandbox, you don't know the many ways of actually taking out your target. So like me, you're probably just gonna say, well, I'm pretty sure I could follow this person around, maybe put poison here, maybe take out this tire and do these ultra cool kills that you see on YouTube, but I don't know how to do that. And since it's a roguelike, you can't save the game mid-mission. It's literally go in. If you know what you're doing, cool. If you don't, well, figure it out. So it is fun in the sense of, okay, big risk, big reward. So unlike master difficulty in the normal Hitman 3, you don't get a save at all. So in master, you get 1 save per mission. And honestly, 1 save is better than no saves. But this is the true Hitman experience. Go in prepared. But at the same time, you don't really know what you're getting into. Sure, you get a briefing of what location you're going to, and you know how many targets you got to take out, but you don't really know what mission it is. So it says, go to Bangkok, Thailand. Okay, well, since I never played Hitman 3, I don't know what the layout's like. I don't know if it's full of guards or if it's one of those party locations where I can blend in and change the disguise. You don't know till you get there. You know, you can play it safe, take a pistol with you, preferably silenced, but if you don't find a silenced pistol, well, you don't have one. And one of the parts that I actually don't enjoy about the game, so whenever you die, you lose everything, which is fine, totally fine, nothing wrong with that. But every time you go back to the safe house, regardless if you pass the mission or if you did fail and die, you do get a crate. But in these crates, it's pretty much the same thing. You'll probably get a concussion grenade, a duck, you'll probably get the water can, and I'm sure you could do a whole bunch of crazy cool stuff with that. But coming from a person that's never finished the story mode, I don't know what I can do with the water can. To me, it's just a water can. Maybe you can throw it somewhere and make it wet and then someone falls on the ground and breaks their neck. I'm not too sure. But personally, I would love it if these crates did actually give you a weapon. It could be a bad weapon. It doesn't even have to be a suppressed weapon, but any weapon at all would be very helpful, because honestly, it's like the same couple things on rotation. I'm gonna still say that it is enjoyable. It is still a fun game. But when it comes to a roguelike, honestly, I think it is a little hardcore. It's definitely for people who've beaten the game, and even it says so even in the Wikipedia that the Freelancer mode is an epilogue to Hitman 3. So that means if you've beaten Hitman 3, yeah, this is for you. It's definitely hardcore. If you can beat it, you're amazing. But for a new experience, I want to say avoid it, honestly. Just go play Hitman 3. Go and beat Hitman 3 a couple times and then go to Freelancer mode. This is a free update, so I can't really say, hey, don't buy the game. Well, I mean, I could say don't buy the game for this mode, but it's Hitman 3. Really, the story mode is more fun than this. This Freelancer mode is only for people that are hardcore, have beaten the game several times, or they're really into roguelike. So if you're not one of those 3, I honestly say just don't play it. At the same time, you're probably just saying don't play Hitman 3. And, and Hitman 3 on its own is a great game. I'm gonna give Hitman Freelancer, for a new person, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 for a new person. If you've already beaten Hitman 3, you already own it, and you've beaten it several times, I'll give Hitman Freelancer an 8. It's the same game, except it's more challenging. So based off if you like challenge or not, will say if you're gonna play this, because the game, in my opinion, is an 8. So if you already played the game, it's the same shit except more streamlined. So, but if you already know everything, well, does it really make a difference? So I'm gonna still give it an 8 for that reason. So I want to thank IO Interactive and Keymailer again for the free copy Mystery with Gamers Little Playground, and I'll see you guys next time.